Hello everyone, my name is James. In this video, we will learn about what is Agile and their methodologies, which is Scrum. This video is brought to you by Nexperts Academy. Are you guys ready? Let's go! There are 4 learning objectives that we will be covering today. In the end of the video, you will know what is Agile, what is Scrum, the Scrum Master, and their roles and differences between Agile and Scrum. Agile is a collection of principles used in software development and project management. Agile focuses on enabling teams to deliver work in small, workable increments, thus delivering value to their customers with ease. Evaluation of requirements, plans, and results take place continuously. This helps the team in responding to changes in a quick manner. Just now, we all know what is the definition of Agile. Agile project management is an interactive approach to delivering projects throughout its lifecycle. Are you guys ready? Let's go! Back in 2001, a group of 17 software engineers suggested a lightweight and team-oriented approach to product development that documented in the Manifesto for Agile Software Development. It suggested 4 fundamental values, which are individual and interactions over processes and tools, working software over comprehensive documentation, customer collaboration over contract negotiation, and responding to change over following a plan. Valuing people more highly than processes or tools is easy to understand because it is the people who respond to business needs and drives the development process. If the process or the tools drive development, the team is less responsive to change and less likely to meet customer needs. Communication is an example of the difference between valuing individuals versus process. Historically, enormous amounts of time were spent on documenting the product for development and ultimate delivery. Technical specifications, technical requirements, technical prospectus, interface design documents, test plans, documentation plans, and approvals required for each. The list was extensive and was a cause for the long delays in development. Agile documents requirements as user stories, which are sufficient for a software developer to begin the task of building a new function. Negotiation is the period when the customer and the product manager work out the details of a delivery, with points along the way where the details may be renegotiated. Collaboration is a different creature entirely. With development models such as waterfall, customers negotiate the requirements for the product, often in great detail prior to any work setting. This meant the customer was involved in the process of development before development began and after it was completed, but not during the process. The Agile Manifesto describes a customer who is engaged and collaborates throughout the development process making. This makes it far easier for development to meet their needs of the customer. Traditional software development regarded change as an expense, so it was to be avoided. The intention was to develop detailed, elaborate plans with a defined set of features, and with everything generally having a high priority as everything else, and with a large number of many dependencies on delivering in a certain order so that the team can work on the next piece of the puzzle. The Agile Manifesto is comprised of 4 foundational values and 12 supporting principles which lead the Agile approach to software development. The 12 principles are the guiding principles for the methodologies that are included under the title The Agile Movement. They describe a culture in which change is welcome and the customer is the focus of the work. The 12 Agile development includes customer satisfaction through early and continuous software delivery, accommodate changing requirements throughout the development process, frequent delivery of working software, collaboration between the business stakeholders and developers throughout the project, support, trust, and motivate the people involved, enable face-to-face interactions, working software is the primary measure of progress, Agile processes to support a consistent development pace, attention to technical detail and design enhances agility, simplicity, self-organizing teams encourage great architectures, requirements, and designs, regular reflections on how to become more effective. Now let's jump to what is Scrum. Scrum is a framework within which people can address complex adaptive problems while productively and creatively deliver products of the highest possible value. There are 5 Scrum events to help us work efficiently and closely together, as well as to improve our knowledge and become more effective in the future. The Sprint. A time-boxed period during which specific work is completed and made ready for review. Sprints are usually 2 to 4 weeks long but can be as short as 1 week. Sprint Planning. A short communication meeting, no more than 15 minutes, in which each team member quickly and transparently covers progress since the last stand-up, planned work before the next meeting, and any impediments that may be blocking their progress. The Daily Stand-up. A short communication meeting, no more than 15 minutes, in which each team member quickly and transparently covers progress since the last stand-up, planned work before the next meeting, and any impediments that may be blocking their progress. The Sprint Review. A demonstration event for the team to present the work completed during their sprint. The Retrospective. The final team meeting in the sprint to determine what went well, what didn't go well, and how the team can improve in the next sprint. It is attended by the team and the Scrum Master. Let's move to Scrum Artifact. There are 3 Scrum Artifacts, which are Product Backlog, Sprint Backlog, and Increment. Product Backlog is the most important document that outlines every requirement for the system, project, or product. Sprint Backlog is the specific list of items taken from the product backlog which are to be completed in a sprint. Meanwhile, Incremental is the sum of all product backlog items that have been completed since the last software release. This is also referred to as the Potentially Shippable Increment, PSI. Let's move to Scrum Team. First team is Product Owner. A person who determines the project targets and the project priorities and always be ready to make critical choices. Second team is called Development Team. It consists mixed roles of 5 to 9 members and always have the flexibility to self-organize and choose the best way to accomplish the product owner's requirements. Last team is called Scrum Master, to help the development team as well as the product owner and empowers the development team in collaboration with the product owner. Scrum Master is to define in Scrum Guide. They help everyone understand Scrum theory and practice both within the Scrum team and the organization. For the Scrum team, Scrum Master helps them by focusing on creating high-value increments that meets their requirements. For the product owner, Scrum Master helps them find techniques for effective product goal definition and product backlog management. For organizational purposes, Scrum Master helps them by leading, training, and coaching the organization in its Scrum adoption. While there are considerable contrasts between these techniques, it's vital for you to remember that they all have specific purposes to make project completion smoother. To achieve this objective, each technique aids in the organization and communication of your team's work process. While differences may appear slightly, they are significant. Let's have a look on what distinguishes between Scrum and Agile method. Agile is a development methodology based on interactive and incremental approach, while Scrum is one of the implementations of Agile methodology. For project use, Agile are more suitable for a small team with high level of expertise. Agile is not as flexible as Scrum, and it is a strict method. Not much changes can be done in this method. Scrum, on the other hand, is flexible to changes. Agile involves collaboration and interactions between members and are done face-to-face. While Scrum collaborations, Scrum Master, Product Owner, and team members need to set up daily stand-up meetings. For Agile, feedback are usually gained by frequent delivery to the end user to their feedback. While Scrum, feedbacks are collected from the client after each sprint. And lastly, in Agile, it's best to keep things simple when it comes to execution, while in Scrum, the design are more unique and innovative. By now, you will have learned all of these topics below. This brings us to the end of the video. Feel free to review our other educational videos discussing technology and training as we offer here in Nexperts Academy. Thank you for watching and happy learning!